Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told.
Baby.
He's taken down back shy of the 20.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, half.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
At all costs.
Mike 55.
Exit.
Jackson from the shotgun. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Down. 55.
First and 10 at the 46
Check 55 to Mike. Check Mike.
No. Off.
22, jet bomber. 22, jet bomber.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
1, 2, 3. Check 31.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunatly for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, come on,
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check three.
Johnson running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Come on.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Watch the run. That's it.
Mike 50.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D.
On third down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Here we go.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Set. 18 Gator.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Get it.
On first down, Anders nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Rock it. Say go.
Looking to throw. Anders. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Look at me. Door. Fight.
Now Anders throwing on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Very good return that time. 18 yards.
Let's go.
And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey,
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. Boom. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
That's how we do it.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Ship.
Yo.
Motion.
Orbit.
Jackson down on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
4 down.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Switch.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Shift! Watch the shift!
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Throwing is Anders. Off play action. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
We got 3 down.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Big rip.
Throwing on third and long. Anders. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down even. Throwing the football.
47-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down.
Was the old expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
Delay, get there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike to 59. In your face.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about, D.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Stay with your man.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Come on, fellas.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Showtime story. Showtime story. He's sticky down here.
Ready, ready.
40's Mike.
60 or.
40's Mike. Ready?
Shoot.
Anders on 1st and 10. This is caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. Check.
Now. X3. 218. Chopper.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Down. 70. Indy.
Yo. Yo.
Get it.
Here's Anders operating from the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
You don't want no problems
They
with me.
lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Brown on for the field goal. A 26-yard.
And his kick is good. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Andrews now from the gun. He'll throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Panther first down.
Let's go. 8, read.
Here I come.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Everyone
Now
got 4
Andrews
down.
on first down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Let's go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go, fellas.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's just me and you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Now.
Throwing is Anders. Looking to throw on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Carolina! As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Kill!
Again, it's Johnson.
Hey, watch the shift, watch the shift.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go.
A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's second down.
Whoa! Let's get it.
46-yard line.
Let's go. 6 yards. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, short. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
65, 65, 65.
They'll run it with Johnson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Boom! Yeah,
Despite the blitz,
baby.
they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
They can't hang with us.
Ringo. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Out.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Baby. That's it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there.
Yeah,
No, he did
baby.
not. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Back.
They run. It's Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Let's go.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson there to make the grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Matchbox lights. Ready?
Off-play action. Anders. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Anders operating from the gun. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Here's Anders. Going to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 27 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Come on now.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
36-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. The busy night continues for Johnson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
I got you.
Operating from the gun. Jackson.
You're all mine.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Johnson. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
99. Check 99.
Jackson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
get that ball.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jared Davis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
He's checking crash.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Yeah.
You're out.
You don't want none.
Kill. Hey, dude.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Get the ball.
Mike 56.
Gone.
Ricky.
Hey, Zoo.
Check 49.
Ready?
Anders now throwing on fourth down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
Ready?
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Rabbit.
Get it.
Now Anders throwing again. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch tight.
Go.
Tight end right.
Back to throw.
3 down.
Anders.
Hey,
Now a
check.
desperation
3
throw
down.
deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
Ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
They're scared.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Five.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It got his man complete.
Here we go.
Fellas, we're not done yet. We still got more practice to go. We've had a good week so far. Let's make sure we finish the same way.
Ready? 180.